Hello, this is Michael with FieldTech Academy. In today's video, I'm going to show you an example service call where I'm working on a NUC. And a NUC is basically just a miniature little PC. The audio in this particular video is not the greatest. It's a little challenging to find sites where I can actually record while I'm doing the repairs. Some of the environments have very loud server fans and network equipment, so it kind of kills the audio, but I still wanted to show you this video as an example of something you can see out in the field. So the skill set on this is more of a computer repair skill set. Let's get into it. There's you get no display at all, like you can't even go to BIOS or anything. That's what worries me, because I feel like if the drive was bad, you should still get at least BIOS. So I just pulled the drive just to make sure. I'm going to try to power it up one more time just to see without the drive, because if it doesn't power up, if it doesn't show any video at all, that's got to be, system board or something. Well, it doesn't even give you any video, like, to have options. Like normally when you're trying to get into BIOS, you at least get some sort of host screen. There's no video at all. Yeah, the monitor that I'm using has two different HDMI ports, and the NUC has two different ports. Yeah, it's working for other stuff. Because I brought one, but there's actually one in here that's showing video for other things. Green light's probably the power light. Like I can see where the power button is. There's a green light kind of behind the motherboard. It's getting power, quote unquote, but obviously not showing video at all. Actually, I'm going to try it with one stick of RAM just to make sure. Maybe we have a bad stick of RAM or something. That does nothing. Okay, I'm going to try the other stick of RAM. No video at all. And you know how your monitor has an amber light when it's not even getting signal? Like it never goes off of the amber light. So, to me that tells me this thing's dead. It's putting the lights on, but, not putting any video output. Probably a bad motherboard in that little NUC. The only thing, the NUC is basically an all-in-one board, so there's really nothing else you can do besides replace that board, which is basically replacing the whole NUC. Yeah, obviously you could swap if you ordered a motherboard for it, we could move the RAM and the SSD over to another NUC, but there's really not much else to it that's separate, If you get a new NUC, a replacement, then I could come out and I can move the drive from the old one to the new one. That way you wouldn't have to reinstall Windows and configure it. We should be able to just throw that drive in it and it come up with all your settings the way they were. Obviously we would find out then for sure. All right, thank you, sir. Have a good one. That was pretty straightforward. I've been here for less than an hour. Made $100 coming out to troubleshoot a piece of equipment. Honestly, I'm a computer tech, so I kind of know a little more than your average cabling field tech would know. But even if you're just a cabling field tech, you could do what I just did with the guidance of the tech support that I just had on the phone. And that's the beauty of most of these jobs, is you have a tech support person on the phone with you. So you're not, most of the time, on your own. What I'm doing right now is kind of putting everything back the way it was, so that the next tech that comes out doesn't have to guess at how everything was set up. So put the computer back together, plug the network cable back in that was plugged into it, put the power cable back into it. Even though it's bad, I want to leave it staged the way it originally was, so that when the next tech comes out, if it's not me, then they can put it back together the way it's supposed to be. The next phase is doing paperwork, and also I want to take pictures. I always like to take a before and after so that I can show what it was like before I got here and what it's like when I leave. Final step in the process is doing the paperwork. All these clients, they're going to want some sort of paperwork signed so that they know that you did the job that you said you did. Pictures also help to prove that you did your job. Then you'll get a manager or somebody responsible party to sign the work order, put your times on it, put your notes, document any parts and supplies that you use so you can get reimbursement for them, and that all encompasses the job. Do the job, document the job, bill the job. The other thing that I would advise is your clients are going to require paperwork. So if they require the paperwork, then you need to stay on the clock until that paperwork is done. It's part of the job. So I think people make a lot of mistakes in the sense of not taking the time to do the paperwork while they're on the clock, save it for the end of the day, and then you're doing it on your time instead of when you're getting paid to do it. If you got value out of this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you're informed every time I upload something new. Check out my website at fieldtechacademy.com. I have a lot of downloads available for those of you who are on Field Nation and WorkMarket to help you flesh out your profile and make them stronger. I also offer one-on-one coaching. If you need a little bit of help to kind of get to the next level in your independent field tech journey, then I'm here to help. I also have a client list on my website that is available. Most everybody knows about Field Nation and WorkMarket, but there are a lot of clients out there with whom you can go direct. They will call you and email you before anybody else to give you an opportunity to do service calls. As always, let's get you out in the field making money. I'll see you in the next video.